Rutgers football has kicked off its training camp, so let's get the RU scoop from Richie Schnyderite, who is the publisher of Rutgers-Rivals. Richie, let's get right into this, man. Let's chop some wood. 4-8 last season, 1-8 in the Big Ten, but it is a new year. Let's talk about the offense. Quarterback Gavin Wimsatt had himself a strong offseason, and he's since been named QB1. You throw in new offensive coordinator Kirk Ciarrocca, and this Rutgers offense does have some potential to light up some scoreboards. So what are your thoughts on Wimsatt and the offense going into not only training camp, but this season?
Yeah, I think it gives Rutgers a true dual-threat quarterback for the first time, I kind of want to say ever at this point. It's the first time Greg Schiano is actually named a QB1 prior to training camp in the last, I want to say, 5 seasons, or before he even returned, I guess, in 2.0, we like to call it for Schiano. But yeah, no, this offense has a lot of potential. They got a lot of new faces on the coaching staff with Kirk Ciarrocca, who you mentioned, averaged 27 points per game with Minnesota last year. They also added Dave Brock, who's a former Falcons wide receivers coach who has worked with some of the best in the league, whether it be Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Calvin Ridley, et cetera, et cetera. He was down in North Carolina, so he's got a ton of experience too. And then finally, we got Pat Flaherty running the offensive line room, and he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ with the New York Giants. So they have a lot of potential. There's still some room to grow and a lot of development needing to be done, but they should be a lot better than last year.
Yeah, Giants fans definitely know Pat. He was on the coaching staff my rookie year when I won Super Bowl with the Giants. So they definitely got themselves a great coach when it comes to taking over that offensive line. The offense averaged 17 points per game last season. That just doesn't get it done in the Big Ten. Let's Riverside. Let's talk about the defense. They gave up almost 30 points per game last season. Does this defense this year have enough talent to be a force in the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think those numbers are a little bit skewed because you do go against the likes of Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State every single year being in that Big Ten East division. But Joe Harris-Simiak is a mastermind when it comes to calling defensive plays and scheming up different things to just kind of get the offense a little, I don't even know, discombobulate it if you want to call it that. But they like to call themselves the dark side, so they're going with the whole Star Wars theme there. But a lot of new transfers in the secondary. The defensive line unit has arguably 2 of the best edge rushers in the Big Ten Conference in Wesley Bailey and Aaron Lewis. So I think they're going to be a pretty big force this season. It's just a matter of the offense keeping these guys off the field and keeping them fresh.
All right, well, may the force be with them this upcoming season. Let's talk about Coach Schiano, man. A lot of people kind of told me maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but Coach Schiano 2.0 is 12-22 overall and 6-20 in the Big Ten is his second stint as Rutgers head coach. Is he entering this season on the hot seat, and does this team need to go to a bowl game for him to keep his job?
No, because I'll tell you right now, I don't think there's a better man for the job. I've covered the program for, I want to say 12 years now, 12 plus years actually, and there's no better guy for the job. He's a New Jersey guy through and through. Now, mind you, the record doesn't show the improvement that they're actually making on the field and the development, but it was a total rebuild. And a total rebuild probably takes a solid 4 to 5 years to get your guys in the program. And that's kind of what Schiano's been doing, whether it be via the portal or via the high school route. I know the portal is everyone's favorite thing to do nowadays, but you still got to develop those high school kids in years 1, 2, and 3. And then with the schedule coming up this season, they should have a pretty good chance of getting a bowl game.
Coach, I just want you to know I'm with you, man. I'm media. I had to ask the questions. Richie, thanks for joining us, man. And we'll be coming back to you for sure if Rutgers makes some noise this season.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully in the first couple weeks.